Hi everyone. Hello. A very good afternoon to all of you. So sorry there was some glitch because of which I was unable to go live, but now it is fixed. First of all, welcome to the session. Those who don't know me, I am Niharika John Mehra and I have been teaching English for competitive exams for more than 11 years now. So you are here, uh, and I'm here. We are going to have a good discussion on what were the questions that were asked last year, what we can take away from those things, from the questions, what all we can predict could be asked this year, and a lot more we are going to do in this session. Before that, please make sure to like and share the session. If you are new to our channel, kindly subscribe. So, talking about the descriptive exam, English descriptive, I'm going to talk about, and phase two exam, what are the things that you need to keep in mind? What are the important things? So, as you all know, phase two, all the papers they take place on the same day, and English descriptive, that is paper 2, is asked in between of first and third. Okay, so you take one paper 3 first, and then there is a break, and then English descriptive 90 minutes are given to you where you have to do 3 topics, and these topics are essay, Pressy, and RC. Now I have a quick question. First of all, is there anyone here who is live who will be taking the exam for the second or third time, or all of you are going to take exam for the first time? Tell me, is this your first time you are going to appear for phase 2? If we have anyone whose second attempt or third attempt is going on, tell me. Let's make this session interactive because I want you guys to open up. We are going to go in discussion in brainstorming part also. When I'll share the essay topics with you, I would want to know what's going in your mind first time. Okay, so at least one student we have first time, and let's consider if you are the one who is gonna take this exam for the first time. It's a long, lengthy process because 90 minutes are given to you, 90 minutes, 1.5 hours, and you have one essay to do, you have Pressy to do, and you have RC descriptive, that is just uh, a passage is given, and you are asked some questions. Now what used to happen till 2022, you used to get an essay, you were given some options, one essay you were supposed to write, and it was allotted 30 marks last year, and the other topics were of 40 30 marks likewise. But this year, last year, it happened to be that you were asked essay of 40 marks, for 40, okay. And okay Satyam, so it's anyways going topic discussion will help you. And you were asked 600 words, a big change. Earlier it used to be only 400, 450 was the max, but this time, last time, the jump was high. So for 2024, this year, you can expect that somewhere around 500 to 600 words could be asked in essay. I hope you are listening to me carefully. I know many of you might find this topic, English descriptive, quite boring. It is a little mundane, no question in that, but it is important for us to crack the exam, and that's why we have to do. Okay, getting back to essay writing. So 40 marks, 500 to 600 words is what we are expecting. I'm going to show you the topics that were asked last year. Okay, I hope you can see. So these were the 4 topics. First one, multi-linguistic social media account for business. Okay, businesses or business. Now, this is something based on social media. Many topics these days we get to see that are asked in exam are related to social media safety, digital life, uses of social media, and there were in fact 2 topics from social media domain. The other one, the fourth one, which you can see, social media recruitment. So what exactly is this social media recruitment? And other things. These are not the exact topics which are in front of you. It is the essence of what was asked. Please make sure that when you are attempting essay, you are reading the topic twice. You have enough time. Okay, time is not an issue. Yes, if your typing is slow, then it will be an issue. But if you have prepared well, 90 minutes for these three topics, one essay, one pre-essay, and RC, more than enough. But what you have to make sure is to understand the topic correctly. There was this one topic, organizational culture. So the students were asked last year, this was again one topic out of four you were supposed to choose. What exactly is organizational culture? The culture these days, employees focus on personal value and security. So there was a lot of explanation given. It was a lengthy topic, 20-30 words, and basically they wanted to know your knowledge, your opinion, your idea on organizational culture. If you have practically experienced it, you have worked somewhere, you have been in that culture, you could have written, a student could have written the essay on this one. Otherwise, a bit tricky to write an essay on. So my suggestion to all of you, it's going to be that pick the topic, choose, take time to choose, don't rush, take time to choose, read the topics 2-3 times, and then understand if you know about that topic in depth, the relevant details, data, do you know it or not, and then you select a topic. So here is my question to all of you. These are the four topics. Would what would you choose? If it would have been you, then first topic, social media account for businesses, impacts of climate change, organizational culture, and social media recruitment. I want to know from you all which topic you might have chosen. I'll number it. You can simply tell me the number 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. I am going to discuss some important points also regarding essay with you people. So the first question before we go ahead is which topic you would have chosen. Okay, climate change. What else? Economic impacts of climate change. Only one student, rest of you are not going to choose. Smart play here is to pick up the topic on which you have full confidence, and I'm very sure second topic is going to be the one for many of you, for maximum of you, because social media recruitment, it's a bit confusing term for many, that are we talking about recruitment through social media, or we are talking about recruitment in social media, or we need more details for that. Okay, and of course your topic will clarify. But if it is something very new to you, though it is fancy, today if I ask you to write on social media, I know in general on social media, impacts of social media on youth, let's say that is the topic. All of you want to write about it. You will write about YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, and whatnot. But here the topic is specific, recruitment. It makes the topic technical. You want to choose the topic which on which you have either practiced and written an essay on, or you might have read a good amount of content on that topic. So second one is something, impact of AI on employment. No, that is a pressy one. AI is not one of the things that was asked. So we are talking about this first, second, third, and fourth. Okay, climate change is asked almost every year in different forms. Okay, so anything and everything that relates to climate change is one domain you are supposed to prepare. Fintech is second. You can note these down. Okay, fintech. Okay, financial and financial products, financial things, financial domain linked with technology. Fintech is another thing that is very trending these days. Then AI. अभी AI को किसी से भी कनेक्ट कर दो, very important. Anything relates to our economy, ongoing condition of economy, very important. So these are some important domains from which they can create a specific topic and present you to write an essay on. So I, before going into Prezi and RC, because those are not that difficult if I compare with essay, I want you to give me at least 4 points on the topic you have selected, because this is how we go ahead. First step is choose a topic, as I told you how to choose, to select. Then you don't jump into typing. Take a pause, you have enough time. Take a pause, even if it is 600 words, you have time. And think how you want to take that topic ahead. What are the key things? What are some pointers that you would like to add? So, as you have mentioned, even those who have joined later on, we are doing this exercise here. ये brainstorming की exercise है. So you pick up a topic 1, 2, 3, 4. Don't name the whole topic and give me at least 4 points. So if you want to write an essay on social media recruitment, in the chat right now, I'm giving you some time. Tell me what all points you would like to cover. I'm not asking you to write whole essay in the chat here, okay? Just let me know what is popping up in your mind that you would like to include in your essay. Of course, there will be introduction and conclusion. But or kya? Take some time, think. Then I'll share some points of my own with you all for all the 4 topics. One by one, we are going to discuss topics. So, intro, climate change happening all around the world. Of course, you want to talk about what exactly the climate change is, example and some details. Then what? Impact of climate change measures to reduce the impact, and last conclusion. Very good. Can anyone tell me one word which is very important to be noticed in this topic? Second wala lete hain, for example, because again, I feel many of you would choose that. And third one is the one least number of students are going to go for that one. Measures taken by different government. Okay. Read every word carefully. We want to talk about economic impacts, and of course, when there is no other detail given, we will take India in context and talk about it, because economy can be world economy or our economy of a country, but by default we are going to talk about Indian economy. Now, impacts could be many. Of course, it's going to be on personal level, individual level, on country level, and so on. But that is not what my author has asked, my examiner has asked. So economic impacts, very important, है ना? वैसे ही for the first one, multilinguistic social media account. That means social media accounts should not just be in one language. We should have more languages. It should be in multiple languages. That is going to help in business. Okay, that's the crux of it. So you want to focus on multilinguistic social media account. You cannot talk about general social media helping in business to grow it, to spread it. No, we are not going to talk about it. So that's why if you read 2 to 3 times, it will get very nicely in your mind what exactly is the demand of the topic. You have to highlight multilinguistic account and talk about how other languages, multiple languages can help. In the second one, you are supposed to talk about economic impacts, not simple or general impacts. In third one, organizational culture where people are valued more than the targets and other things. Social media recruitment, how recruitment through social media can help us reach to wider audience and all. So let's see the topic, the points that could have been some good points for every topic that was discussed given here, and you will understand. So for the first one, that is multi-linguistic social media account for business, you could have spoken about or written about global reach. This is how we plan it. This is the planning part. Now you can do this planning in your brain because you are grown-ups, and I believe it's not something that you would want to pen down, but if you want to note, it's okay. Most of the time you can simply keep certain points in your mind. Okay, this is just to give you an explanation. Measures taken by government भी लिखते, very good. Economic impacts को highlight करना है आशीष. So your thought process needs a little correction. जो पहले लिखा है ना आपने मेन बॉडी में, इकोनॉमिक इम्पैक्ट्स को रिप्लेस कर दो. जॉन, employers can use social media recruiting to reach a wider pool, that is global reach, target them more effectively than it is possible using traditional recruiting efforts. Very good. Again, let's come back to word limit also. Side by side, you have to keep in mind that you have got 600 words to cover. So global reach, customer engagement, okay. You are going to talk about cultural sensitivity, because if we are reaching out to wider area, we are also getting people from different demographics, culture, and that is something that can add value to a business. SEO and visibility, this is a technical point. If you know about it, you can write brand trust, localization, tools and technologies. These are many points. Now for 600 words, at least pick up 4 points out of these and expand them, write on them. Okay. Also, sometimes you may have more than required information. Sometimes the topic could be so easy that you will have flood of information in your mind, and we have to then keep a check on what all we are writing. If you are asked an essay of 600 words, you cannot write everything. It will look like a list. You want to express yourself. For that, choose the points which you can extend, expand, and you can in your language explain that particular point. I hope you people are with me. So let's say competitor analysis. This is a very technical thing. Then SEO and visibility. If you know about these things, then include. Otherwise, even if you don't include, you have other points that will cover 600 words. Okay. Second one, economic impact of climate change. As I told you, climate change is important. Almost every year we see some other topic related to it. Prepare something on this. Read a lot about climate change. Okay. 400 word limit. Yeah, IFSCA. It was the same for RBI also. They changed it last year. They jumped directly to 600. You know, and I think it was specific 600 to 620. So when you type that word count, as you reach that word count, you are unable to type further. That's how it happens. Let's get back to this one. So for climate change, agricultural loss, this is something very important because food crisis is taking place, agricultural loss, and all those things are happening. And if agricultural loss happens, it impacts on economy. So it's a direct connection. Extreme weather condition की वजह से crop yields नहीं हो रहे हैं. Then a related point is rising costs, because less production is there, demand is more, prices increase. Infra damage, costs which are linked to repair and etc. So economy related, everything related to money, those impacts we want to talk about. I cannot talk about how people are falling sick. I can talk about, yes, they are falling sick, and ultimately it is costing individual a lot to spend on his or her health. So health cost is something we can talk about. आप समझ रहे हो, point वही है, but the way, the direction we have to take it in has to relate with finances or economy. Migration, displacement, a point which is not that strong. If you want to increase words, you can include, otherwise it's okay. Productivity decline, of course, labor productivity because of extreme temperature, it is impacted, and because of that, ultimately, economy suffers. Sector specific impacts, so tourism pay, fishing pay, forestry pay. If you know about this, expand and just explain. Investment opportunities, green technologies is a very good point. See, whenever you write essay, where impacts are asked, okay, especially when impacts are, of course, negative impacts, make sure, this is important point, listen to me carefully, make sure to include some suggestions at the end of your essay. Okay, so let's say impacts of social media, impacts of climate change, okay, effects of sedentary lifestyle in workers these days, in employees these days. Whenever impacts or effects are asked and you see that there is a lot of negative happening, make sure at the end of your, in the second half of your essay, you include some suggestions. So in an essay like this, the second one, you can talk about green technologies, renewable energy, how, what we are doing to overcome it. Some solutions are to be added. Now if your essay has pros and cons of dash, hmm, pros and cons of AI, let's say it's a very simple topic, but it is in the topic itself, you are asked pros and cons of. That means almost 50% of your essay is going to be about benefits, and the 50% remaining 50% going to be about the challenges, because topic itself is asking you to write both of them and related things. So that's again very important for you to have this kind of a roadmap. In case you know jargons, do you know what is a jargon? Tell me in the comment section. Do you know what is a jargon? You can. I mean, not very. You have other options to write, other things to write before sovereign green bond, but whatever comes in your mind that time. See, we don't have any such restrictions, specific things to be included and not to be included in an essay. The main thing which is checked is clarity and how well you can communicate, express yourself. तो आपके ओपिनियंस चेक करे जाते हैं, आपका लैंग्वेज चेक करा जाता है, यू आर चेक्ड ऑन हाउ वेल यू कैन talk about a topic, an ongoing event, like no one. Okay, so please make sure that you have a roadmap, you have something in your mind going on before you start typing. Please keep last 2 minutes of your essay uh, to go and edit some of the things. Let's say, for example, you remember a very good point at the end of your essay. You were done writing your essay in 25 minutes, but then you were suddenly reminded, oh, hey, this is such a good point. Go edit your essay, include that point, remove something else if that is something you can adjust somewhere else or take it out completely. So utilize those last 2-3 minutes you are dedicating to essay writing, because essay takes the most time. Out of 90 minutes, essay is something you should give enough time to essay, because you need to think a lot and then you have to write. Other two topics, RC and Pressy, are the reverse. You have passage in front of you, all you have to do is filter things and go through it and understand. So this essay writing becomes a bigger challenge comparatively. Okay, getting back to this one, since you people are speaking less, I asked you, do you know what a jargon is? So jargon is a set of particular words we use in a particular profession or in a particular domain. Okay, so if I say the word prescription, it relates with health industry, when a doctor prescribes some medicine to you. Okay, if a plumber is giving me a list to get some things for repair work, that is not a prescription. That is a list of things he need. But prescription, when I use this word, it specifically relates to what doctor has prescribed, the medicines and the names and all that. So if you read a lot, read good newspaper, editorials, articles, it will help you to grasp some particular words used in particular domains. I hope you are getting it. Organizational culture, third topic you could have spoken about, or you could have written, one could have written about core values, why employees need to be motivated, leadership role, what they need in today's work life balance. That's what they need. That kind of a culture is encouraged, communication, diversity, and whatnot. This was not that tough topic, but to frame an essay around it in a proper way was a challenge. That's why I believe many of the students might have left this topic last year. Special words, yes, you can say special words in easy term, layman term to understand. Social media recruitment, that was your fourth topic. So it helps us in reaching a broader sector. It's cost effective because there is no third party involved in between, any recruitment agency involved in between. This is cost effective. Employer branding, advertising, all these words are related to what? Social media basically. And that's why if you use these words when you are framing the essay, it enhances the quality of your essay. I hope you are getting me. Diversity, engagement, interaction, these are some words we use for media, specifically for media. Engagement. Now, this engagement doesn't mean getting engaged to somebody, but it is how we are building up communication between two people, between two set of groups and all. These are the things that were asked, and you can expect similar kind of things to be asked this year as well. I want to move on Prezi. I have not a lot to talk about Prezi. Prezi is basically 1/3 of the given passage. Some suggestions that I would like to give here are AI and gender equality. This was the topic on which Prezi was given last year. Okay. Now, very unique. It's something we don't put together, gender equality and AI, but the passage was given on that. No matter how absurd your passage is, your job is to write a summary. Do that. Don't overthink. Read what is given in front of you. First reading, understand the theme, the tone, what author wants to communicate. Second reading is to select and filter the points you want to include in your summary, in your Prezi. Third reading, if topic is this complex, AI and gender equality, it is a complex issue. Topic something which you will have to read multiple times to understand what exactly author wants to say. So a third reading for such topics, you have enough time. You can go ahead, read it for the third time, and then go ahead and write your Prezi. When you're writing Prezi, maintain the order, the flow of the passage, and make sure to give a topic. You don't get a topic, you just get a passage. So in Prezi, you give a topic and you write 1/3 summary of that passage. That's what you do, and that was asked. Then we have RC. Okay, I'll just tell you like just this way. RC's question, there were 3 questions. 2 of them were mainly about what author thinks about something, author's views on something. So if you have a passage, if there is any factual question, you will get answer from the passage, right? So if the passage is about, let's say, AI. If there is a technical question, if there is, let's say there are some challenges related to AI, and that is the question, you can directly from the passage quote some lines in your own language and make an answer and present it. But when you have questions like what is the theme, what are author's views, what does author want to convey from this passage, what is the tone of this passage, anything where you have to understand the passage as whole, reading comprehension as whole, and then answer, then it is a challenge because 10 marks का एक question अगर है, so you have to write enough number of words, right? Write at least 150-200 words in your answer. And for that, you have to again take time and read the passage. Okay, so RCs are very good. They are there for you to score maximum if you have time. So the challenge in RC is, if you have enough time, you will be able to write and attempt all the questions that are asked. They make sure that first you start with essay. That is my suggestion, by the way, because essays require a lot of thinking. First, complete your essay in the time that you have decided. Precis take least time. So in between RC and essay, second number पे आप preci कर सकते हो. And then you go ahead and do RC at the end. Maybe keep last 30 minutes for it. That 35 minutes for it. That should do. For RCs, when you are asked any such question that is not directly given in the passage, please think that just like you were the author and you would have written this thing. Okay, keep yourself at the place of author. Why would I have written about AI? If I'm writing these details, I'm writing about challenges, मेरे दिमाग में क्या चल रहा होगा? What I might be thinking. So in that way, when you think, you should be able to answer all the questions of RC. Now, some basic things which are applicable for all the three topics, essay, Preci, RC. You have to make sure that you are good at grammar. Spelling mistakes should not be there. Punctuation mistakes should not be there. Okay. Your typing has to be good. So if you people, I'll give you one hack here. Okay. Many of us, we are used to typing and texting to our friends and family in shortcuts. Start writing whole thing, whole words, full words in English and chat likewise. This is a habit issue. Since we are in habit, instead of writing A and D, what do? We simply write and. We write because. We write you. This is the way we do it because that's how we are texting with our friends and talking to them. If you want that this habit doesn't overpower you in your exam, start writing full sentences using capital, full stop, comma wherever required, with even in your casual chats and all. In that way, what will happen? You will become accustomed to writing and typing full spellings, correct structure, grammar will be proper. Talk in English, by the way. Don't use your mother tongue. If your friend knows and understands English, then please communicate in English. So the more you communicate, the more you will be able to deliver correctly in your exam as well. It's a very small exercise which you can follow. Okay, so this is important for your descriptive paper. Okay, clarity should be there, foremost importance. Even if you don't know heavy words, big words, dictionary words, it's okay. In simple language, explain what you know, use some facts that you have already studied, and it will create a beautiful essay. If it is clear, you will definitely get good score. You never get full marks in descriptive, by the way. Okay, so you have to deliver your best. These were the questions जो कि 2023 में पूछे गए थे. So what have we learned? That this time we are expecting lengthier essay because last time essay was for 600 words. Prepare 500 to 600 words whenever you're practicing. Write that many words. Then you should definitely prepare something on climate change, social media, gender equality also you should include. Okay, economy related, finance. If you have been doing, I believe, current affairs, so you may know a lot about economy's condition and all. So keep those things in mind, include those topics. Okay. Precis, they can come from anywhere and everywhere, but they won't be something totally alien to you. Just make sure for Preci writing, 2 to 3 readings. That's important. And then you give a topic and write your Preci. Check everything. Check your Preci. Check your essay. I'm telling you this thing, but I know many students, they don't do because they are in rush. They have so much to handle on the day of exam. Physically tired maybe. but you have to do. If you want good score, you have to. If you want to make it to the end of the race, you have to do. Okay. And then for RC, if you have 3 questions or 4 questions, let's say, please make sure that you answer what is asked. If why is asked, don't answer what. If you are asked to explain a sentence from the passage, sometimes you get a question like this: author has said, and there is a sentence. Explain why he would have said that. Explain what you understand from this. So read that sentence in the passage, along with the passage, for 2-3 times and think, क्यों हुआ होगा, क्या सोचा होगा. Try to put yourself in the shoes of author, and that's how you will be able to do author questions very nicely and beautifully. Okay, make sure that you have a proper ending. Good conclusions are the ones where, for essays, are the ones where you write something hopeful, something related to future. In coming days we will definitely come out of something negative. In coming days we are going to see more improvement, we are going to see success, something motivating. That's what is something we try to include in conclusions, right? Introductions are general, don't make it specific. Write all the details towards the in the main body of your essay. Okay, and have a roadmap in your mind or on paper before you start doing it. Anything that you guys want to ask related to PYQs, what we have discussed today? If you follow these simple things, descriptive English will become very easy for you. Since you have been preparing, doing your part, preparing other subjects as well, it's just using language to express things, nothing more than that. So I believe you people have understood well. Since there are no doubts, I would like to end the session. By the way, for those who have purchased our course, RBI course, okay, I am taking live practice sessions on essay, Pressy, and RC, and I'm checking each of yours, whatever you have submitted. So each of your essay and Pressy and whatever is the task for that day. I give my feedback based on what an individual has written. So it is not a general feedback, but you personally, if there are things you need to improve or you have some strengths, I discuss that. So if you have our subscription, you have purchased a course, please attend live class. I do this only for those students who are attending live class and in the given time limit submitting me essay, Pressy, or RC. Okay, so this is for those people. Okay, thank you so much. I'll see you later. Hope to see you people in class that I can check your essays and all. I would love to give my feedback to help you improve in the areas you specifically as a person needs work, and we'll have good time. Okay, take care. Bye.